Brynden Walker has committed to Oklahoma, and we're going to talk about it after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kid folk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time, and today we're going to talk about Brynden Walker, who has committed to Oklahoma, which means that he flipped his commitment from Oklahoma State. So if you think that Mike Gundy doesn't like guys taking visits who are committed to him, whoo, boy, is he not going to like Brynden Walker flipping his commitment from Oklahoma State to Oklahoma, especially as this is a high-value in-state recruit. Brynden Walker, outside linebacker, defensive end, tight end type out of Bishop McGuinness. His huddle film is straight up sacks, just lunches. That's all that dude is doing. He's just getting off on the ball, going after people. 6'3", 230 pounds. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Brynden Walker seems like the kind of guy that could play rush end at Oklahoma. I don't necessarily think you're wrong. I also think that this dude could be moved inside. I really do think that Brynden Walker could see his future at the 5 technique, but seems that he wants to play outside linebacker. He wants to play some defensive end, and he really liked what Oklahoma was selling. In particular, Brian Odom and Alex Grinch. Gives you another defensive commitment to the 2020 class that you so love, and your second outside linebacker in 2 weeks. Now, I do believe these are the odds that you saw tweeted out, I believe it was Thursday, and this was a really big deal because, again, it's not a guy that you were sure to get, and it's not as if Brynden Walker doesn't come from pedigree. Those of you that know that Denard Walker is his father. Played at LSU, played in the league. That's what the kind of guy you're getting. Again, referencing the dude's huddle film, you can see there's a lot to like here. He knows how to get off the ball. He knows how to finish plays. He knows how to shuck blockers. And as much as he can play some tight end, he can catch the ball. The dude's a rush. He's a pass rush kind of guy. And you have versatility in him, right? He's a guy that could just as easily go inside. I honestly think that, yeah, the most prototypical natural space for him to be is obviously the rush end position, 7 technique. But the way that he's just kind of filling out, 6'3". He grows an inch. He puts on about 40, 50 pounds. It's not hard to see him playing inside or even the Ronnie Perkins defensive end position. Either way, you like the pickup. You like the pickup because it is an Oklahoma kid. I mean, the state. And we've been really harping on, are kids from the area good enough to play at Oklahoma? Well, yes, they are. But many of them haven't ended up picking Oklahoma, even as we are in the middle of, is Andrew Raym going to recommit to Oklahoma, or is he going to end up at Georgia or Michigan? Now, my man Brandon Drum has kind of been all over this, and just I get to talk to that dude on a regular basis, and we share ideas and we share what we know. Again, dude was way ahead of me on this, and I catch up to it, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, kind of been on that." So, if you are not already subscribed to OUinsider.com, I would say that you should be, because, well, between the two of us, we out here doing it. And I make these videos, and these videos are free. Like, I got dudes that come up to me in the public that are like, yo, man, I appreciate you doing the recruiting stuff on the YouTubes. And, I like doing it. But I also like doing these sorts of videos because, man, it's one thing to talk about what recruits doing and how they're doing it and their size and their speed, and I'm doing a bunch of that. But it's another thing to be able to talk about the way that all this stuff kind of works out. And when you're looking at the way that Oklahoma State is being made up, you're looking at the way that Oklahoma is being made up, I got to tell you, Mike Gundy calling kiddos snowflake and seeing dudes take visits and then pulling an offer is not necessarily sitting well with not just the kiddos, but the parents of these kiddos and by extension their coaches. Mike Gundy's going to do what Mike Gundy wants to do, and I understand that. And if you want to be 7-6 your whole life, that's fine. They've made some bowl games. I get that. But I think that Brynden Walker's flip to Oklahoma is as much a big deal for Oklahoma as it is a big deal for Oklahoma State, because now you really have to, again, call into question, how is it that you're recruiting? Right? And I know that there are people that continue to say, hey, man, until they're signed, I don't care. I care because the class is put together well before signing day, even early signing day, right? I mean, all this stuff matters. So if you're Mike Gundy, instead of talking about what kids are committing to you or not committing to you and how they're going about their business, maybe take a look at yourself and about how you're going about doing what you're doing. Because obviously, pulling Miles Price's commitment, like pulling his offer, is always going to ring out. It's always going to be a thing as reference. Going in front of a microphone and calling kiddos snowflakes because they want to leave what they think is a bad situation, that's going to funnel down, man. You got rising juniors who remember this stuff. You had Miles Slusher go on Twitter and say, I kind of lose respect for Oklahoma State on this thing. I'm getting worked up about it. But more to the point, I'm really excited about this for Brian Odom. I'm really excited about this for Brynden Walker. And I think this is also, hey, you get to say, hey, look, Brynden Walker, we got him. You get to go into OU households. You get to go into Oklahoma State households. You get to go into the state. There are other guys. Kendall Daniels, you still got to look at that dude. You get to go to Ethan Downs. You get to show them, hey, look, not only are we offering kiddos, we want them to come here, and we're working hard to keep you in state. As much as you might not necessarily think that that's always the case, it seems to be the case with Brynden Walker. Quality kid. Really enjoy getting to know him and his story. We're going to hear more about him before it's all said and done. But again, huge pickup for Oklahoma. And yes, now we can get to see the defensive recruiting are starting to fill out. All right, that is it for me. Deuces.